Welcome to our explainer on the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We're going on a pretty amazing journey today, starting from the massive, continent-spanning logistics of this historic tournament, all the way down to the epic final showdown that literally has the whole world holding its breath. I mean, if you thought you knew international soccer, the sheer scale of this year's event has completely rewritten the rulebook. To really wrap our heads around what we're looking at, we have to immediately ground ourselves in the unprecedented scale of this event. For the very first time in history, the World Cup is being co-hosted by 3 nations: Canada, Mexico, and the United States. We're talking 16 massive stadiums and a newly expanded roster of 48 teams. So this isn't just a tournament anymore. It's a colossal North American tour. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the biggest World Cup ever, host cities and venues, essential matchday rules, top scorers and stats, the road to the final, and wrap it all up with Argentina versus Spain. Kicking things off with Section 1, the biggest World Cup ever. When FIFA decided to expand the field from 32 to 48 teams, the math basically just transformed the landscape of the sport. We jumped from the traditional 64 matches up to a massive 104 matches played across the entire tournament. That is a rapid-fire scale of soccer we've never witnessed before in a single event. It meant a brand new round of 32 in the knockout stages, more groups, and an absolute endurance test for any squad hoping to lift that trophy. And you know, with more games came way more fans. Just look at this staggering figure: 3,605,357 spectators. What is truly wild about this number is that it completely shattered the previous all-time attendance record, which was set way back in the 1994 USA World Cup, and it did so before the group stage even ended on June 25th. The hunger for this sport across North America has just exploded. Moving on to Section 2, host cities and venues. We have 16 host cities in total, spread across a massive continental footprint. Now, the United States is handling the bulk of it with 11 cities, but there are some incredible historic milestones happening across the borders too. Mexico is hosting for a record 3rd time, welcoming the world back to legendary venues like the Azteca in Mexico City. Meanwhile, Canada is making its absolute debut as a men's World Cup host, with stadiums in Toronto and Vancouver. It's really a beautifully shared spotlight. But as you can imagine, that huge geography comes with a brutal logistical reality. Teams traveled an average of 5,146 miles during this tournament. Think about the physical toll of flying back and forth across North America between matches. Honestly, my back hurts just thinking about logging those kinds of miles while trying to compete at an elite level. Plus, after that uniquely timed 2022 Winter World Cup in Qatar, the tournament has returned to its traditional scorching June and July schedule. So, having deep benches and careful physical management, that's never been more critical. All right, on to Section 3, essential matchday rules. If you're lucky enough to be heading to the final matches, here is your distilled stadium survival guide. First, kickoff waits for no one, so make sure you download your tickets and the FIFA World Cup 2026 app before you even leave your house. Second, know the rules. The venues have a super strict clear bag policy, so sadly, you're gonna have to leave those trusty overstuffed backpacks behind to avoid delays at the gates. And step 3 is absolutely crucial. Arrive 90 minutes early. You need to be in your seat to catch the epic closing ceremony and soak in all the world-class entertainment before the whistle blows. Seriously, you do not want to miss a second of this history. Let's look at Section 4, top scorers and stats. The 102 matches played leading up to this final have been an absolute feast for soccer fans. We have seen 297 goals scored, which averages out to a massive 2.91 goals per match. This has definitely not been a tournament of cautious defensive stalemates. Teams came to North America to attack, creating this high-scoring, wildly entertaining spectacle day in and day out. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the absolute dead heat at the top of the Golden Boot race. We have the defending champion, Lionel Messi of Argentina, sitting at 8 goals, tied perfectly with France's Kylian Mbappé. And right on their heels, Norway's Erling Haaland with 7. It is quite literally a generational battle between the world's absolute best forwards. And, you know, we definitely need to briefly acknowledge the English duo of Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane, both sitting right there at 6 goals. They put up a really fierce fight in the scoring charts and were an absolute terror to opposing defenses before England bowed out to Argentina in the semifinals. Which brings us to Section 5, the road to the final. Just look at the collision course of these titans over this single defining week. We had the quarterfinals wrapping up on July 11th, immediately rolling into the semifinals on the 14th and 15th, all pointing toward the grand finale on July 19th. The 48-team field was whittled down to 32, then 16, then 8, and the turnaround times were absolutely brutal. I mean, it takes tactical genius and pure willpower to survive a schedule like this and make it down to just 2 remaining squads.
Finally, Section 6, Argentina versus Spain.
And this brilliantly illustrates how these 2 powerhouses punched their tickets to the finale. In the semifinals, Argentina faced a relentless England squad, but somehow managed to secure a 2-1 victory in Atlanta. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, down in Dallas, Spain systematically dismantled a terrifying French team, shutting them out completely, 2-0. Both finalists had to go through absolute European royalty to get here, which proves for sure that they are undoubtedly the 2 most resilient teams in this tournament.
So here's what you need to know for match 104. The ultimate showdown takes place at MetLife Stadium in the New York and New Jersey area, really uniting the passionate local soccer culture of the East Coast with the global stage. Kickoff is July 19th, 2026, and the match will be officiated by referee Slavko Venci of Slovenia. The pitch is ready, the world is watching, and history is literally just waiting to be written. Which brings us to our final point and the ultimate question. Who will conquer the most expansive World Cup in history? Will defending champion Argentina cement a back-to-back dynasty and push Messi's legacy even further? Or will a formidable, tactically brilliant Spain reclaim global glory? The wait is almost over. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and hey, enjoy the beautiful game.